How are you doing, YouTube? Welcome back to another Minecraft vanilla Let's Play. I'm back on the Realm server. I've been spending quite a lot of time here actually and been doing a lot of off-camera stuff. Not really done many much build. It's been all progress reports recently, so we're just gonna have a look around, see what I can actually do on camera. But I'm going to show you the rundown mainly. That's my main purpose for today's episode, is to at least show you what the hell has been going on, because since episode 24 there's been a lot. So let's go into our normal HUD mode. As you can see, I am absolutely rich on the scoreboard. So I've been off camera. I'm literally left off here. As you can see, I've just chucked all the way the necessary items to get this shop up and running. We did have a bug where if you had £100, because if you click this, it says 1 diamond, £100. If you had exactly £100, or you didn't have a £200 or more, then if you press that, it would take your money and it wouldn't give you the diamond, which was really weird. Anyway, I think I've fixed it. So let's try this out. Let's sell, I don't know, we got, because there's a clock hooked up to spawn, there's a bit of ghosting that happens. So what happens is you'll start trying to craft and it will disappear for a split second. That's because there's a constant clock going to be able to make this work. So what we do is go to the good old Del Boy here, which has been slightly tweaked. We did have redstone. Where is it? Redstone was like 10 emeralds. Like for a stack of redstone, it was like £100. I was told by some of the players that was a bit too high, so I've turned that one a little bit down. So basically, if I get honest feedback from the players, because yeah, sure, this is not. We're playing vanilla Minecraft, but we're not actually 100% keeping by the rules, if that makes sense. So we're not literally. We're making it a little bit more interesting by using currency, which you can see on the right hand side of the screen, with command blocks. Unfortunately, I have to cheat them in. If I could craft them, I would, but everything else is done legit, which is the main thing. So I can feel like there's satisfaction. Also, in regards to having shops, we are going to kind of cross boundaries in regards to vanilla, the way vanilla works. You'll see why in a minute. But also at the same token, I don't want to make it overpowered too soon. So basically what I'm going to do is, oh yeah, I was going to sell Del Boy some of these diamonds. So he only gives you like 50, that's worth 50 pounds. Each emerald is £10, whereas it costs £100 to buy it. So let's just grab a couple of these. And I think I've done that wrong, so I might not get 100 exactly. No, so we need to sell one more. So the idea is you got a shift click, so you get, because otherwise if you pick it up it kind of doesn't register properly. So anyway, we are now on 146. Now there was a bug before now where if I was to press this now, I've got enough money because I've got 146. 1 diamond's only £100. But the bug, what happened is if I never had 200, which is double that, so that's double 1 diamond, yeah. If I had £200 or more, it would work. But if I had anything less than £200, which is double the diamond asking price, it would take your money and it would not give you the diamond. But now watch this. I've got the bug was £200 would work. £100 in this case would take my money and not give me what I wanted. So if I press this now, I should, hopefully, fingers crossed, get a diamond. There we go. I got the diamond. I did actually get a diamond. I saw it pop into my invent. So I've now fixed that problem. Also, I've teamed up with Xgerms in regards to, I showed him the code because players were going into minus. Now, I noticed a couple of players going into minus. Now, we've prevented that. So, for example, before, what would happen is if I was to take a diamond out now, I would be going minus 146. Okay. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. we can still take money. We can still take it out. Okay, that needs to be fixed, like now. So what I need to do is I need to make sure, I'm gonna have to go into game mode on camera, game mode 0. So all the shop work has to be done on camera. So for some reason that is giving me more money. Oh right, yeah, I see. I think that's the problem there. That needs to be 100. So unfortunately we have to, let's get rid of those. How many did I have? 19. Oh crikey. Let's give me my 19 back. So unfortunately all this shop work is yes, I have to go into creative to be able to build it, because obviously I can't craft these, so that's the only down point. On the plus side, it gives the game a bit more depth. I feel like it adds another bit of flavour to the game. But players don't have to use this whatsoever, so it's not like you have to. But it's just good to have. And if you got big builds, then it's always good to have. Let's double check this code. You look alright. You look okay. Hopefully this is going to work. So I'm just going to pop back up here, and I'm going to grab that slab back. I think that is okay. So that's the only game mode one that I do. The rest can go back in there. So it kind of does work. There we go. There we go. So it's not giving me the diamonds. And also it's not taking my money below 0, which is good. That's always good. That's a good thing. So I fixed that. That was a small typo. That's the only trouble with this command stuff. That's the only cheating that we do. As you can see, I haven't done the rest. I need to make sure that everything's balanced, and make sure that if Del Boy is going to buy whatever if you can sell to Del Boy whatever you can buy in the shop's going to be far more expensive. So in a funny sort of way, you're paying extra for convenience. So yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys ain't too bummed out by that. This is all like legit, so it's all a case of these beacons have been legit. People have been, you know, looting 3 and getting their beacons and stuff like that. Now, a few players are, whenever they're on their own, they would like to pay for the convenience for it to turn day and night. So rather than going finding a bed, they'd rather just say, right, okay, I want it to become day. But they got to pay for the privilege. Now, if I was to press it now, it would work. I think I haven't coded this one correctly as well, but that would have worked. So as you can see, the sun is now rising again. The day gets reset. Obviously, there's also a little rule that we've made. Like I say, we're going to keep this as balanced as possible. We've made a rule, so make sure that you ask if there's other players online. I didn't in that case. Which I am naughty. I've shut this pet shop down because I feel it's not right. It's not correct yet. So I need to make sure that this doesn't unbalance. So yeah, it's kind of like vanilla plugins, put it that way. But like I say, if I think it's going to unbalance the game, then I won't put it in. But if it starts, if I try it out and then it kind of, we find out that it starts unbalancing the game, I'll just take it out. It's not a problem. What I'll do is, if, say for example, this becomes really overpowered, this shop for example, which I can't see it being, it does need tweaks. What's going to happen is I will literally disable the functionality of the scoreboard, so people can't buy other products. But I want to have it so that most things are available to you within reason. So in theory, I've got to give up my diamonds to be able to buy something else. This is still a work in progress. This I think it's going to be an enchanting shop, an enchanter, or a potion shop. So basically, you're going to be able to pay to enchant your tools. So what's going to happen is the enchanter is going to ask for, I don't know, a normal pickaxe. You give him the normal pickaxe, which has to be brand spanking new, and then you give him the currency, or for example, and he will give you back, or we're going to have a shop where you got to have the equivalent and more. So it's going to be quite expensive. Like I say, nothing's going to be cheap. So you got to use your money wisely, and I'm getting lots of frame rate lag in here. This is the newest edition. Let's take a step back. I'm getting lots of frame rate, so I do apologize. I can't really see it from here. Yeah, I spawned that in via command block because it looks cool. Worst case scenario, if I get loads of thumbs down or comments in the comment section saying divs, no, take it down, build it legit, you know, challenge accepted. But for now, I like the way he moves slightly. He's kind of looks like he's like a big hot air balloon. So I kind of like it. So yeah, while I was working with command blocks, I thought, yeah, why not? It looks good. So yeah, there is Prismarine up there, which is going to be available in the shop very soon. We are close to several of the underwater temples, which is good. We're going to have a quick look in here. Let's have a quick look. This was built by Xgerms, and I'm very happy with it. Now, yes, I've spawned these in. I do apologise, but these are not getting used for my own evil purposes. These are just simply decoration in a thing. And the reason I've done this and had to cheat these blocks in is because just for time's sake, and to kind of separate certain categories of what this shop sells. Now you might be looking at it and going, yeah, it looks like another pet shop to me, but let's have a look at this book, for example. So this book, players will come in, have a look at this catalog, and then hopefully put the books back because we've only got a limited amount of them. You right click and it's called Porkchop Spawners. Now you guys might be getting ready to click that thumbs down button, but before you do, yes, we are going to be selling spawners for people to use for their own purposes, so that way they can get a spawner and put it wherever they want. This is overpowered, yes, but this comes at a very high price. Now let's just clear this up, that this map has been going for 3 months. Okay, now people have had money go up and down because what they're doing is they are gaining money from branch mining and getting all their resources and stuff, coming to the shops, exchanging goods for money, etc., which is all the shops are going to be as balanced as I can make it, even if they're overpowered. Okay, so just bear that in mind. If I feel like this is a big bad idea, this shop is getting ripped down, but I think that the prices that I'm about to show you will definitely be one hell of a grind. It's going to make players grind for it, and the way I see it is, if you can grind for so long, it is a decent little reward. So at the end of the day, we want options. If we were going to have currency, we want to have what we want to do is we want to be able to spend it on resources, other resources, or certain things that we want to use in our bases and our builds and stuff like that. So it makes building a lot quicker, but you've got to have the money to do it. So without further ado, let's take a look at the Porkchop Spawners Limited. Please return this book this once finished with, and what it do is it tells you on each separate page the spawner types, etc. Okay, so you got budget, which are the cheapest, and as they go down they get more expensive. So you got budget, which are the budget ones. The reason I've chose these budget ones is because they are, it all depends on the mob drops. If you ask me, it's very, I focus more on the mob drops, if anything, and what those mob drops can be used for. So especially if, for example, we use gold nuggets as currency. Now people, all they need to do is make a pigman farm, which, yes, a spawner will be available, but for a very hefty price. Okay, so I've made it so it's doable if you play long enough and play, you know, if you play long enough and grind long enough and get all the money that you can, yes, you will. At the moment, the way this whole spawn area with all the shops are set up, it seems very balanced. It seems like the players' money is fluctuating very nicely. So people are not, they can become rich if they want to, but then they're not spending their money the way I see it as well, or they could be saving. Myself, as you can see, myself, for example, I've been working on my science lab, okay, and I've been buying blocks to speed up my building process, but at the same time it's cost me a living fortune. Now the reason this is balanced is because I had a nice supply of minerals and ores and resources. Now my resources are next to none. So yeah, you can see my point there. So far so good. The whole scoreboard system is pretty balanced, and it's still technically vanilla. We're not using plugins like MCMMO where you get like 100 diamonds from one block eventually, that sort of thing, which is nice. It's all good if you want to play like that, but eventually you become so overpowered you just get bored. At the moment, I think it's very, I'm kind of using, if you want me to be honest, not equivalent exchange is like a definite guideline, but I'm kind of keeping that to the back of my mind. So these ender chests are basically so players, well, I personally use it, I put my currency in there or things that I want to sell. Excuse me. So anything that I want to sell, like for example, this is gold nuggets. I've shown you this before. That is currency. So basically, I put any currency in there so I can literally get money. Whenever I'm in a shop, most shops will have an ender chest, and yes, they are all crafted. The only things that cheated in is the command blocks and the and these blocks here. That's the only thing in this particular build especially has been cheated in. It's the only reason being is because it has to be put into categories. So let's take a look at this book. So we got page 2. We're going to go into page 2 now, and what we're going to do is we are going to look at the budget spawners, and there's reasons why I've chosen the budget ones as the cheapest. Now you're going to look at the prices and go, wow, Dibs, that is expensive, but you got to realize that these, in a funny sort of way, are not, you can't get hold of them in the game, so therefore it's extremely overpowered. So that's why they're going to be the prices they are. Okay, so you're going to look at the first one, you're going to go, it's not too bad. So here we go, 50,000 for the budget spawners, which are bat, which don't drop anything. So the only thing you can probably buy one of these for, in my opinion, is for I don't know, some sort of effect of a cave or something like that. I don't really see much purpose of a bat. Ocelots and wolves, the only thing that ocelots are really good for is if you're going to be a crazy cat person and what have you, or you want to tame a load of wolves or whatever. I don't know, I don't see much purpose. Both of these don't really drop that much as far as I'm aware. That's why they're only 50 grand. Yeah. Moving swiftly on. So these three, as you can see, bat, ocelot, wolf, are all color coded with lapis. Okay, so the next one will be standard, which is iron, the iron guys, which I haven't coded any of this yet. This is all done by codes. These are summoned in, and they are literally like statues, basically. That's the idea of them. So that's command block based. So yeah, that's that. And so we've got standard, which is 300,000. Now the reason for this is from these standard ones, or the iron ones here, right? These become a source of profit. Okay, because eventually, okay, you can't really sell any of the drops from these standard ones. So we've got no shops that will accept leather or beef or mutton or wool or any of the stuff that these drop. But eventually they will. Eventually we're going to have, like, for example, a butcher shop. So you can go to a butcher and you go to the butchers and sell all your meat for currency. Now you might be thinking, well, if you got a spawner, then you can just spawn it in. But the way I see it is, if you got a spawner, you kind of technically own like a little factory for your own self. It's your way of earning your living. But these sort of things, the drops here, so say for example one bit of beef, one bit of beef is worth X amount to buy. You're going to have to sell it at such a fraction of that rate. So you won't make a tremendous amount, but sure, you will make money if you were to, say, make one of these spawners. You can eventually, at the moment as it stands, there is no shops for any of these, but there will be. But there'll be to a point where I'll have spawners in mind now, and I will try and link them in so that you can make profit, but you're not becoming a millionaire overnight. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the whole point. Let me just reply to this. Pink is for show. Yellow for daytime at £10 a go. So yeah, so that's the standard ones. 300 grand is quite a long time. Now let's go back to what I said earlier. This map's been going for this is how I'm going to justify. This is an overpowered idea, right? This is spawners are overpowered 100%, and but they're going to be fun nonetheless. And what's going to happen is players are going to have to really work to get one of these spawners, and they're quite expensive. So for example, as I was saying, to justify putting these in, what I'm going to do is I'm losing train of thought here. Hey, skeletons everywhere, haha. I'll go make it day. Follow me. So this is one of the newer players on thing. Oh yeah, there is skeletons everywhere. Okay, is there any more? Okay, so we're getting a little bit distracted here, and I feel like this episode is dragging on a bit. So I'm probably going to show you the spawners, the spawner shop. But like I say, bear in mind, you might be thinking it's overpowered and it's not totally vanilla. Yeah, you're right, but I want to... Wow. The idea is to keep this map fresh and feeling fresh. And let me just show you this player. Okay, so... has she got any money? I've got to get away from it because so basically what that is a perfect example. Got to go. I'm recording. You're in the episode. Okay, so yeah, so let me stress that this map is I'm planning to make this map very, very durable. I don't plan to throw this map away anytime soon. So the only trouble is with vanilla Minecraft, once you've built everything you need to build and all that sort of good stuff, it can get boring. So the way I see it is introducing this scoreboard thing. Yeah, I got a cheat and yeah, etc. Is making it so much more interesting and fun to play. It's like having plugins, but it's not. Okay, so yeah, so spawners will be overpowered, but they're not going to be easy to get your hands on. So as soon as I start feeling that, like I say, they become, you know, not very balanced, then I'll get rid of the lot. But for now, I can see that even 50,000 is a lot of work. And as I was saying, this map's been going for 3 months now, and look at what the highest amount of money is at the moment. He's not even halfway to a budget spawner. So that gives you an idea of how hard it is to even get that. So yeah, players have got to work for it. So yeah, anyway, enough of that. So the standard ones will have 300,000 because they have a low potential income. So basically you could make profit from these eventually, but not at the moment because we don't have a who is this place by the bridge? I don't know. I'm getting I don't even know where she is. Where's she gone? I don't even know where she is, to be honest. Where's she gone? Bridge. By mine and Dave's, there were 2 doors. Oh, might be Gavin's. Right, anyway, quick, because I've got to get on because this has taken ages. So yeah, spawners are overpowered, but they're highly priced as well. So Standard ones will provide you eventually with a low income of money. Right, so let's get on to the next one. The premium ones are 100,000 more. They have a little bit more of a purpose because, for one, they're either the newer mobs like a horse. The horse can provide you with, I think it's just leather for now, but if you can spawn horses left, right and centre, I'm not being funny, you can have donkeys and all sorts, so they're a little bit more. Mushrooms can provide you with food as well as leather as well as steak. Slimes are good for anything to do with redstone. So yes, so definitely they've got to be a premium. Magma cubes are very good for potions, which can make you stronger, that sort of stuff. So that is why they're in the premium sort of category. It all depends on their loot. Then you've got platinum, which is 500,000. 500,000, guys. I mean, the top we've got here is 12,000, right? Creepers. These will not provide you with a source of income as such, because creepers only give you, well, not at the moment. We can't make money in the shops from creepers, zombies, or string, rabbits, not just yet, but and nor guardians, none of them, but they are a good source of good materials like prismarine, rabbit's foots for your potions, and meat, and you can get leather out of them. These two are pretty much the same, but that's optional which one you want to choose. They provide just string and spider eyes, zombie flesh, but zombies are in the platinum section because they also have random drops, so you can get random drops from them if you really want it. And creepers, well, TNT, that sort of stuff. Not that TNT is permitted as such. If TNT does work on the server, but only if it's controlled. Right, now let's move swiftly on. The standard ones are these. These are premium. There's premium, which is the gold. Then you've got platinum. I should have just named it after this thing, but I'm not writing the book out again, I'm afraid. This takes ages to write out. So you've got a premium, and then the diamond ones are platinum. Now the platinum ones are the ones that you really want to go for, because the platinum ones are going to make you a lot more money than any of the others will. But you haven't got to get 500,000. You've got to get yourself a legendary £1 million to get one of these, right? Now you might be going, wow, that's overkill, but I'm not being funny. I don't mind having these on the server, but you've got to work for them. I'm not being funny. Pigman, for example, if you have a pigman, you don't even need to have that in the nether, right? You don't even need to have a pigman in the nether. You set that up in your base. You've got a money factory right there. So you're pretty much set. 1 million will set you for life in this game, pretty much. Maybe that's not the fastest way of doing it, but that is by far very worth doing. Villagers, so you could have infinite trades. You could get emeralds. So in a funny sort of way, that is another little money factory right there, if you get the right trades, right? And you set that up properly. But like I say, even though when you get these spawners, you've got to put the work in to be able to set this up correctly. Skeletons, definitely, in the right minds of the right players, they can use that to their advantage. Ghasts, yeah, I don't want them any lower because they could run riot. So £1 million for that is definitely thing. Enderman, yes, and you might be thinking some of these really shouldn't be in this list, Dibs. Shouldn't be in this list, but I'll get to that in a second. Witches and Blaze, they are all high, in my opinion. They're valuable, very valuable, because skeletons can drop all sorts of enchanted bows, you get armor from them, etc. Enderman, you obviously get ender pearls, ghast tears. Witches drop redstone and glowstone and all that good stuff. Blazes, that's just blaze powder, but they're pretty good for XP, for example. So that is my reasons why they are priced as they are. Right, we're going to go to terms and conditions, right? And this is what I was going to get to. So some of these you might be thinking, Dibs, I can't believe you're going to let them loose as, you know, to be able to buy as spawners. But if they are misused, these terms and conditions says it basically, if they misuse these spawners for whatever reason, I will just get rid of them. I will break them, and that'll be that. no questions asked. So as long as these are used responsibly, I don't mind them being on the server, and plus £1 million is not easy to get. So yeah, so there you go guys. I'm waffling on, but that is pretty much what's happening. The spawner, Porkchop spawners limited, yeah, it's kind of going off the whole vanilla 100% vanilla track, but like I said, I plan to keep this map for quite some time, and I want to keep this as fresh as I can without using mods or plugins. I don't mind using command blocks because that's within the Minecraft code, and yeah, that's the way I like to keep it. In a funny sort of way, it's kind of semi-legit. Me personally, if I was on an Xbox or something like this, I probably wouldn't use command blocks in any sort of shape or form. There'd be other ways of doing it, but this is the easiest, quickest, most efficient way to have currency on the server, and by golly gosh, it actually makes it a hell of a lot more fun. When you're going mining, you go, oh, I'll sell that and make a pretty penny, and then you can go and buy yourself, I don't know, a rabbit or something like that that you can call your own, etc. We'll get over to that. Actually, I'll make this a little bit of a longer episode actually while I'm here, because the reason being, you probably noticed that these episodes are not exactly coming out every other day sort of thing. So Xgerms has also been working on this community farmland, because what we had is community farms where players could go there, help themselves, rebreed, and as long as they rebreed and replant, they're all good. I might have to make it day. Have I got enough money? Yes. So basically the community farms, what they could do is they could go there, breed the cows, make sure that they don't kill all of them obviously, and then, or if they take any plant life, I should have asked but never mind, if they take any plant life, then they got to replant, etc. Did I put the book back? Yeah. That's still very much work in progress. I've got a lot of work to do on that spawner thing, but they're not cheap. At the moment, no one on the server can actually afford it. The easiest way to obtain money is to kill wither bosses. That's the only way, but a lot of people just like it for the beacon, so it's giving players a choice. It's like, do you go for a beacon or do you sell it for money? Your choice. Because if you sell a nether star, and if you don't choose not to make a beacon, and you go and sell a nether star in the little underground shop over there, then what's going to happen is you're going to lose. You're only going to get half the value. So that, you know, you got to think what you're going to spend your money on, because buying things on the server, when you're actually buying items from shops out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even got a stock. You literally, if you had £1 million, you could buy £1 million worth of diamonds if you so choose, and it will be spawned into your inventory. So basically, you've got to pay for that privilege, and you're pretty much paying double for what the selling price is. So if you want these materials and want these items, you're going to have to pay through the nose to get them. So that keeps it balanced. So anyway, this is the community garden. This imagine this was without all the bushes and scenery. We've tried to make it, Xgerms has done a very good job in making it look like a garden and very natural, and he's done it in certain kind of layers. I want to try and get high up without kind of changing my game mode, because yeah, so yeah, it kind of goes up a little bit of a hill. So you got your wheat, we've got carrots and potatoes, nether warts, pumpkins and melons. We've got the different types of, I believe the only one that's not over there is chickens. I do believe. He's going to branch out around here apparently eventually and branch it around here. That villager farm that we made ages and ages ago, I am going to probably take down. And I need the resources anyway. And as you can see, you got a windmill. It looks pretty cool. I don't know about you guys, but this place looks amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get I like to do this on camera on my episodes as recently. I'm going to call it here, and what I'm going to do is I am going to get myself a nice little vantage point. I think I'm going to go over there actually. So let's go F5 again. So apologies if this episode's a little bit too long this time round, but I feel like I said earlier, the episodes are not coming out nowhere near as much as they used to, because I'm very busy on the server, and I kind of like to show off like showing off. I've just pretty much showed off one shop, right? I've showed off one shop, and that's pretty much a whole episode's worth, because I'm trying to make you guys understand that we're not, even though you can't actually obtain these items, they're not going to be cheap at the same time. So I'm trying to make sure that you guys are okay with that, because obviously a lot of people will frown at it. Me personally, I think it keeps vanilla Minecraft alive, very much so. So here we go. Here is a wicked thumbnail. So let's just F2. That is awesome. That's going to be brilliant. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode and enjoyed the progress report, especially on the latest shop here, which I've got to stress, I'm keeping that really expensive so people can't have, you know, their house made of spawners, for example. I've just made myself a house made out of spawner blocks. I mean, imagine that. That'd be dangerous for one, unless it was like pigs or something. So yeah, I'm trying to keep this as balanced as possible, and I'm keeping it fresh within the, you know, without using external plugins and mods. This is all vanilla and vanilla command blocks when it comes to currency and shops. Anyway, enough of me blabbling. I hope to see you guys soon in the next episode, and I'll probably, hopefully, do some work in the lab. I want to show you the lab. I've done a lot of work to the lab. Might show you around next episode, actually. In regards to what I've been doing. I haven't done a great deal, but I've done enough to probably show you guys. So yeah, don't forget to give it a like, comment down below, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe, and yeah, show this vanilla series some love. And this map is getting a lot of TLC, and I like how it's coming on. If I was to go back to episode 1 now, I'd be surprised with what's been done. Anyway, enough of me talking. I'm going. See you next episode. Take it easy.